Okay, good day, good day. Today I'm here to talk to you about Gallipoli. Not the war, but the movie. This is how the Gallipoli movie from 1981 represents the Australian culture. The director, Peter Weir, used three aspects of the Australian identity: mateship, determination, and courage. As the film begins narrating the journey of a young Australian battler who shows much potential as a professional athlete, he then feels entitled to join the military and fight for Australia during World War I. Using this Australian identity, the film brings us closer to what made Australia following the formation of the Commonwealth of Australia in 1901. The film has many moments of nature, a fundamental part of the Australian culture, as Australians support their mates. At the start of the film, we see the main protagonist, Archie Hamilton, forming a bond with Frank Dunning. While their relationship is forming, they decide to join the ongoing war. We see them catching the wrong train, and they end up in the middle of the Australian outback. This is confirmed when the camera does a long panorama of the surrounding landscape. This puts the two into a predicament, which is then amplified when the local informs them that the only options are cross a 50-kilometre wide desert or wait 2 weeks for the next train. As Archie leaves to cross the desert, Frank is hesitant but decides to join the perilous journey with him. This represents the Australian identity by not abandoning your mates, even in hardship. Paragraph 2. As the film represents mateship, it also depicts of the time determination, another key part of the Australian identity. This is presented in the very first few moments of the film, where Archie is challenged to a race home against a horse. At first, Archie declines, but with some motivation, Archie accepts the challenge. But he must run barefoot, as well as the rider of the horse must ride without a saddle. The music switches to an upbeat 90s soundtrack. This helps create a sense of speed in the scene, while Archie sprints into the distance. As Archie is running through the rough coarse sand, he is shown to be in pain by his facial expression. But he does not stop running. He is determined to win the race and continue going. This scene reinforces that the Australian identity includes a core element of sheer determination. Paragraph 3. While the film represents mateship and determination as a part of the Australian identity, its most important message is about the Anzac spirit, which is defined as in presenting courage. The most important example of the Anzac spirit is during the very last moments of the film, where Archie is a part of the last charge from the trench into certain death in no man's land. The film shows this by playing sorrowful music, real close shot of the people affected. By writing notes to their loved ones and coming to accept their fate. Moments before the charge, Archie recites the speech his uncle gave him. This reignites his Anzac spirit. Using this, he gets up and sprints at the enemy as fast as he can, despite the fear showing in his face, with the rest of his Australian troops. Conclusion. Gallipoli is an Australian film that uses the Australian culture in the narration of the story. This is shown in the film throughout moments of demonstrated mateship and the fierce determination to finish what Australians start, in this case, in a war scene. But the film's main way of engaging their viewer is showing the attributes of courage, as we see Archie and his mates overcome their fears and challenges throughout the film. By using these, they create a well-engaging story with a valid representation of the Australian identity. So ask yourself this: do you live up to this Australian identity?